This is a review of the LG Tribute HD. Alright, we're going to take a look at the LG Tribute HD. It's a Virgin Mobile phone. This is at a really cheap price point. This phone is under $100, and there's not very many smartphones you can find with the specs that this has for under $100. So we open it up. You can see, at the top it's 4G LTE, 5-inch screen. It's got Android 6.0, 8-megapixel rear camera, and a 5-megapixel front camera, which I thought was interesting because a lot of the phones, the cheaper phones, will have like maybe a 1, or well, not really 1, but maybe a 2-megapixel, maybe 3. But this one having 5 is actually pretty decent. 8 is mediocre, at best for the rear. But 5 on the front is definitely something I'm kind of impressed with at this. It's 4G LTE, like I said already, 2100 milliamp hour battery, a 1.3 gigahertz quad-core processor, which is just a little bit faster than the Galaxy Sky that I reviewed previously. So with no more delay, let's open this thing up. One thing about this one is you actually don't need a knife to open it up. You got a open strip right here. You rip it right open. There's pretty quick. All right, first thing I noticed when I opened this up is it actually comes with a wall charger. Not a USB charger that you plug in. This is an actual wall charger, which is great if you've never owned a smartphone, because if you come with the USB charger, you may not have the wall charger and you got to go out and buy one. So it's nice that it's included. I'll set the phone aside for now and I'll open that up. All right, so there's the charger I was talking about. It plugs in. It's a micro USB. Pull it out real quick. See, it's a micro USB, and it's nothing special. It's pretty much standard charger. Some are going to Type C now, and some are hanging out. That's just a theft deterrent thing there. All right, battery. This is a LG battery. LG battery, obviously, it's 2100 milliamp hour. Put that in and fire it up in a minute. All right, so we'll go through, just look at a few things that we have. Just gives you a little start guide. If maybe this is your first time setting up a smartphone. It'll go through, tell you the numbers to call to activate it, and that's that. Another information guide. This is not really something that's vital for you to read. Maybe if your warranty, if you have an issue with it, I'd definitely go back through it. Safety is going to tell you things like, don't charge it while you're talking on it, or if it gets damaged, the charging port gets damaged and anything. If the battery expands, don't charge it. Things like that, common sense things. If you think anything's wrong with it, don't charge it. Give them a call, and they'll probably offer you a warranty on it. So, or a warranty replacement, I should say. All right, let's open up the actual phone here. I have no idea how to open this. This is like a really, all right, it's in the back. That was incredibly misleading. Or maybe it just didn't take a whole lot. Anyway, it's a really light phone, but this is a nice looking phone. I know there's no hard buttons here. We see we got power button, up, down. The speaker really looks pretty nice if you can see it. It looks like a little metal grill there. Obviously, we got our sensor there, our dimming sensor, or whatever you want to call it, and you got your front-facing camera, which again is 5-megapixel, or LG emblem at the bottom, LG on the back, camera, flash, and then you'll have a speaker here, headphone jack, charging port, and this will be like another microphone right here to pick your voice up, things like that. And let's pop the back off, take a look at that. Alright, so we popped the back off. First thing I noticed is that there is a built-in SIM card. That's nice because you don't have to go buy one. Some stores charge you for them, some give them to you for free. But anyway, this one comes with it. So, alright, so we'll pull the battery out. And I'm always interested to see if they're charged or not. If you ever get a dead battery, you're probably going to have issues with that battery from there on out. So, if you purchase this phone from somewhere, retailer, what I would do is if you have a dead battery, take it back and exchange it for something else, because that battery's been discharged probably for too long. So we got it snapped in. Push and hold our power button, and we'll watch it power up. Coming up, if you have one of these chargers, or if you don't have one of these chargers, maybe you don't have a smartphone, this is nice because it comes with it. Now the downside is this is pretty much attached. You can't plug it into anything else, so if one piece goes bad, they all go bad. I've never really had one go bad, so the cables go bad, but other than that, you know, typically they do pretty good. All right, we're gonna let this start up, and then we'll come back to it. All right, so first thing you're gonna see is the Talkback feature is gonna pop up. And now this is for somebody who is maybe visually challenged or impaired, and you can't really see the screen as well, and you have your hearing is still intact. You can hear. It'll read the things that are on the screen to you. So maybe you don't always want things read. Maybe you're not interested in that. It's very simple. You just push next. But if you are interested in it, you double tap the center of the screen, and it will activate it. So, and then you'll move on with activation through the visually challenged and impaired mode. All right, we're gonna hit next. We're gonna hit English. Wi-Fi networks. You know, I can set up my Wi-Fi here. All right, so I got my password typed in. It's connected, and once you get connected to Wi-Fi, all right. So just to break this down, you're gonna look for your Wi-Fi network here, or you're gonna look for an open network that you could connect to. I got one here that I could connect to if maybe I didn't have Wi-Fi. So you're gonna need Wi-Fi to set this phone up. So that's one thing to be aware of. All right, so we're gonna see it going through the hands-free activation. It's gonna attempt to activate the phone. I don't have a Virgin Mobile plan, so it's not gonna activate, but it is going to at least set the phone up where I can use it. This is something that's gonna be used for maybe downloading apps or watching YouTube videos or listening to things like that at the house. It's going to be for just general use, not actually for a phone purpose. So I will not be testing out actual making phone calls and text. I will do email and all that, and I'll let you know how it turns out. At this point, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up skipping the activation if you're doing it like I am. If not, you continue with it, and it'll walk you through it pretty much easily. Now, it's asking me if I have another account that I want to swap. I don't. If you do, you obviously want to hit yes. So I'm going to hit no. I'm just going to bypass that, and then I'm going to skip that step to configure the phone. Now I'm checking my connection. So to make a little correction, if you do already have a data plan in place, you don't need Wi-Fi to set this phone up. Now, I'm going to need it because I don't have a data plan. So it's going to ask you about copying anything. If you have another Google account, you'll want to hit that. I'm going to put no thanks. And then I'll just continue. All right, so now it's going to ask you if you want to create an account. If you don't have an account, this is the step you want to do. You want to hit right here, create a new account. You're going to make a Google account, and then you will hit next from there and continue on. Obviously, I'm not going to do that now, so I'm going to skip it. All right, I'm going to skip the whole setup process. Then it's going to ask you to set this up. So I'll set it up as, I can't even spell it. I'm going to set up as reviewing consumer, all right? Because that's my name. All right, then I'm going to hit next. Moving on, protect your phone. I'm not going to do that now. Like I say, this is just going to be something I use around the house, so skip anyway. All right, these are things that you may or may not want to keep on. Just to run through them real quick. This one uses Wi-Fi. It uses up more of your battery to give you like a more precise location. This gives apps more or less lets them look at your data anonymously. So they say, I kind of wonder about that. So anyway, I turn all those things off. Improve Android experience. This sends back crashed and stuff like usage. If maybe your phone does crash or mess up, it'll automatically send that back anonymously again. And I do leave that one on. All right, so this right here, it's going to be a long thing to read, so I typically don't. I'm just going to pass on that. It can't be too bad, I hope. Guess we'll find out. So now it's going to go through and configure this. It's going to ask you about doing emergency call and things like that, which we're not going to do. But see, right now it's trying again to set it up because I haven't done it yet. So we're going to have to bypass that again. I'm going to hit no, and boom, here we are. We're in the phone. It's going to give us a couple things of how to use the phone. If maybe you're not familiar with it, you can set up your old device here at the top. That's going to stay up there until I physically make it go away because they want you to set that up. All right, so just a couple things. We'll see what this actually comes built in with. We can see it comes with all the Google things. That's pretty much something that you just come to realize is going to come on everything that Google has, or that it's Android, I should say. We got our Play Store built in. Now, the thing about the Play Store, in order to use it, you're going to have to sign in with a Google account, whether you make one or whether you port over your old account. You are going to have one of these in order to get anything from the Play Store. All right, so I'm going to hit this button here and look at it. See, I got my Play Store, my self-service. This is one thing that you'll want to do. If you've opened a few apps, maybe you notice your phone's slowing down some, you'll want to hit this, and there's a clear all here at the bottom, and it'll get rid of everything that's up there at the top. This right here is Google Photos. This is a way you can back up your photos. You sign in with your Google account, you can back up your photos to this, and then you can clear them off of your phone. You still have your photos, but they're not taking up space on your phone. Alright, so let's go into one other thing here. We can slide to the right just to see what's going on. There we got our weather built in. Alright, so lastly, you may notice like you can't find the settings button. You're swiping this way, you can't find your settings. If you pull down from the top, you'll see quite a few useful things here. There's capture, where you take a screenshot and then you can actually draw on it, write a note, and send it to somebody if you wanted. You got your Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, your sound. This is for changing your vibrate, or if you want it on silent, or if you want it on just regular sound. This is to adjust your rotation, if you want it to auto rotate or not. If you swipe over, you have a flashlight, which is pretty useful. It's a pretty bright light. You turn that off. Airplane mode turns off Wi-Fi and it turns off data, so you wouldn't use any battery up. Just searching for signal while you're on a plane or something like that. Here's your data. You can turn your data off. So maybe you've reached your limit. You can hit this, turn your data off. Sync is where you sync up your email and things like that. Tab here. This is just where you can search for Google things. You can also hit the microphone. Reviewing consumer YouTube. Alright, so it pops right up. You just, it's hands free. You can click right here. Go check it out. Oops. So we check it out, and you can see my channel right here. You can pop it up. I can see what my newest video is, and it'll play. So it's just that easy. It's definitely something that's worth using. Trying out Google. This phone has actually been a pretty good phone. It's quick. I was testing it out a little bit here and there. Don't really have any complaints about it. If you open multiple videos, it even works. So really, it's a good phone. It's nice and bright. It's really light. It's a good shape. It fits in your hand nicely, and generally just don't have any complaints about it. And the price point is just amazing. I mean, at under $100, I think you would be hard pressed to find one better than this. It's a new phone anyway. All right, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If there was something that I didn't cover in the video, definitely feel free to ask me in the comments down below, and I'll answer. I typically try to respond within a day, and I will hold true to that. So if you send me something, I will give you a response within a day. And if it's something I don't know how to do, hey, I'll look it up and we'll walk through it, and we'll figure it out from there. All right, so thanks for watching. If you're interested in picking up the LG Tribute HD, I'll have a link in the description below to Amazon. And as always, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button on the way out, and thanks for being the best part of YouTube.